Next, we will see the subsistence strategies of Harappan people. What they ate and what are the things they cultivated for eating. All that we will come to know after this topic. The Harappan ate a wide range of plant and animal products. Like today's people, they also used plant and animal products for cooking and for eating. They used plant and animal products including fish. Archaeologists have been able to construct dietary practices from the finds of charred grains and seeds. The archaeologists, when they excavated in this region, they found the parts of grains, so many grains, and that means charred grains means baked grains, that's cooked grains, and seeds they got from this area. These are studied by archaeobotanist. Botany is the study of a plant. So archaeobotanist means by the excavations, if any plant remains they got, the people studying particularly in that matter, particularly in this plant remains, that is called archaeobotanist, who are specialists in ancient plant remains. They are studying about the plant remains when they got, if they got from the excavated area. So like today's people, they also used plant animal products with the fish, and this we come to know during the time of excavations. We got a large amount of grains, and that also charred grains, cooked grains, or burned grains we got. So from this we come to know they used plant, animal and fish products. Grains found at Harappan sites include wheat, barley, lentil. Lentil means a kind of peas. In Malayalam it is called a payar, lentil. And chickpea. Chickpea means chana. Chana masala, you know, chana, kadala. And sesame. Sesame means in Malayalam it is called ell. Sesame. It's a black color small thing used as spice. Sesame. And millets are found from sites in Gujarat. Millets we know chama. In Malayalam it is called chama. Chamari. Millets are found from sites in Gujarat. Finds of rice are relatively rare. The rice particles rarely found from this Harappan site. So grains found in Harappan sites include wheat, barley, lentil, chickpea, sesame, millet. These are the things we found from the Harappan site. How we come to know the Harappan people used meat? Animal bones found at Harappan site include those of cattle, sheep, goat, buffalo and pig. All these animals' bones we also got from the Harappan site. Those of cattle, sheep, goat, buffalo and pig, their bone particle also we got from the Harappan site. Studies done by archaeozoologists or zooarchaeologists indicate that these animals were domesticated. These animals were domesticated, and some animals meat they used to eat. So who were these archaeozoologists? Like archaeobotanist, from the excavations, if we get some animal particles about that, the people studying that thing is called a zoologist. Archaeozoologist is studying about the animal particles that got from the excavated area. Archaeozoologist or zooarchaeologist. And by the study of this zooarchaeologist, they found out that these animals were domesticated by the Harappan people. Bones of wild species such as boar. Boar means a kind of pig. Deer and gharial. Gharial we know. In Malayalam it is called chingani. It's from a crocodile family, a thing from the crocodile family. Gharial are found. The bones of wild species such as boar. Boar is a kind of pig. Deer and gharials are found. Bones of fish and four also found. What is this four? Four means a hen or cock. That is called a four. or a bird like today's hen or cock. Bones of fish and boar also found from this region. The spelling is F-O-W-L, but it is called four. F-O-U-R, like that. Four it was called. Next we will see the agricultural practices of Harappan people. About the agricultural practices and which animals they used and what machines they used for agriculture. About that we will get information from the excavations. Some models we got and some remainings we got, and from that we come to this conclusion. The representations in seals and the terracotta sculpture, the representation of a bull and oxen, and also the representation of plug also we got from this area, and this from this we come to the conclusion that for agriculture they used animals like bull and oxen, and they used plug to till the land. And this plug terracotta images terracotta images of plug we got from the sites of Cholistan and Banavali. So this is chance for asking us one more question. So from which side we got the terracotta images of plug? From Cholistan and Banavali. The archaeologists also got evidences from Kalibangan that they used two different types of crop in the same field, because two differently tilled area, plugged area we got from the evidences. So in the same area, two different types of plugging denotes that they used different types of two different types of crops in the same field. That is one after other, they used different types of crops, and for different types of crops they are tilling the land differently. And which are the tools they used for tilling the land or doing agriculture? Archaeologists also tried to identify the tools used for harvesting. Not only for tilling the land and also for harvesting, they used different types of tools. Metal blades set in a wooden handle and metal tools, metal blades like today we are using. They made and metal, other type of metal tools also we got from this Harappan site. In this picture you can see the copper tools we got from the Harappan site. It looks like somewhat today's tools, stone, today's metal tools. Now see how the Harappan people irrigated their land. Most of the Harappan sites were located in semi-arid region, that is a desert-like region. Most of the Harappan sites were situated. So to enhance agricultural produce, they needed facilities of irrigation. So to give water to their crops, they want irrigation facilities. Traces of canals have been found at the Harappan site of Shotugai in Afghanistan. And so where we found the traces of canals? From the site of Shotugai in Afghanistan. This is also chance for asking one more question. It is also likely that water was drawn from wells was used for irrigation. The water taken from the wells also used for irrigation. Besides water reservoirs found in Dholavira, more than that, water reservoirs to keep water, to store water, that is called water reservoirs, also found in Dholavira. Dholavira is in Gujarat. May have been used to store water for agriculture. Processing of food required grinding equipments as well as vessels for mixing, blending and cooking. These equipments were made of stone, metal and terracotta. The process of food to use these crops for making food, they want to convert into other form. For that they want to grind, and for that they use different types of vessels, and in these vessels they mixed and blended and cooked the different types of crops. These equipments were made of stone, metal and terracotta. today's in Malayalam, what is it called? Ambikallu, Artikallu. Like that things also we got from the excavations. So they also use this type of things also they used for grinding uh, and for blending the crops and to prepare it for cooking. So for the many of the Harappan sites were located in semi-arid region, so they need water facilities, irrigation facilities to give water to their crops, and they got this water from canals and somewhere this water taken from the well, and we can see the evidences of water reservoirs, and it was in Dholavira, Gujarat. And for processing of food, for grinding, mixing, blending different, and for cooking different types of vessels were used. These vessels and equipments were made of stone, metal and terracotta.